Hey guys, let me make sure I am mic'd up. Uh, audio. Okay, sounds like I am mic'd up. Hey guys, it is Wednesday, and this is Work It Wednesday, guys. I told you guys I'll be coming here on Wednesdays at 12 p.m. That's your midweek point, and whatever your energy is on Monday. Sometimes as time go on, it kind of dwindle down, but I'm here to kind of help you guys keep it up. Every time I get on live, she get the barking. Bella, I don't know what that is. Is it my voice that's kind of triggering her off because she ain't say nothing all day? Bella, come here, Bella. Hey, Vanetta girl, how you doing, guys? If you catch this on Facebook, can you guys do me a favor and share this to my group, which is Learn Premium Draping? If you are a member of the group, share it to the group, guys, because now you cannot no longer stream to your Facebook groups, which I think is weird. But hey, who am I to talk about anybody's rules? Can't do that. Hey, Keisha, baby, how you feeling? Keisha, do me a favor and share this to the group so those guys can know that I'm actually live today. Move to improve party rental. Come on with it. Come on. The gallery events. Come on. Hey, event creations. Okay. Oh, IG. Guys, this is Work It Wednesday, right? I told you guys I'm going to be doing a series of Work It Wednesdays to kind of keep your momentum going. Alicia, hey, boo. To kind of keep your momentum going, whatever you guys set out on Monday, sometimes by the time Wednesdays come, you lost it. And it happened to me too sometimes, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. But not this Wednesday, though. Not this Wednesday. I'm fired up, and y'all know when I'm fired up, I come in here to fire y'all up. So for this Work It Wednesdays, move to improve party. What up, lights? Emmy, is this you? I did read an email. Maybe it was a message. I can't really remember. But it was similar, very similar to this. It was about what uplights do you like for drapes. So it depends on your money, your budget. Bella, come here. I think she knows when I'm going live and I can't really put it up or put it in a cage or nothing because she just be showing off. So Emmy, if this is Emmy, first of all, tell me if this is you. Or ask me. I say I be knowing. Yeah. Y'all think I don't be reading my stuff. I do. I just be sometimes so busy, I can't get right back to you. And that was the case because we trying to get the last bit of our orders out from this week's auction. So ask me for the uplights. It depends. One thing I'm gonna tell you to be mindful of, and guys, while I'm live, y'all take advantage because I'm not on social media a lot live. So if you got a question, a pressing question, just go ahead and drop that thing. Drop that thing. So ask me if it depends on your budget for one. One thing I'm gonna tell you be mindful of. I had all the uplights. I'm using some of them right now. They got to be wireless. For me, they got to be wireless. And now I like the better quality ones. When I was in the beginning and I was just starting out, I got the cheapy cheaps. And guess what? They did fine. So it really just depends on how much light you want to put out, how rich you want the color to be, how long you want it to last. If you want to plug up, if you want wireless, at the end of the day, uplights is uplights. It's an additional element, and it's just like the quality. The more you spend, the better the quality. But do your research because some of them people and them companies be claiming to be something that they ain't. That's all I'm saying. But for me, I like the wireless ones. They change color and all of that good stuff. The ones I got in the beginning, which was the Parkans, they're the ones I just use them for my uplighting from my office because if I don't know about y'all, but baby, I'm a maximize on something I got, baby. I'm gonna use that thing till the wheels fall off. So here we go. Here we go. But realistically, ask me, I'm gonna tell you, for me, the most convenient was the wireless ones. But don't be aloof like I am sometimes because I forget everything and then forget to charge your things up. Like long as that's why I can't have a Tesla, y'all. I want a Tesla so bad because I don't think I'm supposed to be driving. I just don't think. I think my brain power was supposed to be used for something greater than looking at pedestrians and other people driving, trying to get from point A to point B. But I don't think I'm responsible enough for a Tesla because that sucker will always be dead. So I hope that helped. Ask me. I don't have a company. Oh, you want to know what? I know who got uplights. Latrice. Now she's in the industry, so Latrice. Jones, and she has her own group, Exquisite Designs. Like she got all when it comes to that decor. Latrice is your girl. She got all the things. I think she got uplights and I think she got sparklers, like all that. So the same uplights I know that she have or had are the ones that I like. I recommend. They big cubes and they reliable. I gotta get her, y'all. I'm sorry. Bella, why is she going off like that? She ain't say nothing all day. But let me get into this broadcast. Because this week, guys, we talked about something similar last week, but this week is going to be different. And it's kind of just piggybacking off of what we talked about last week. So that's Trish. And if Trish put her stamp of approval on it, ask me go ahead with it. She said, get one. It's nice. They are nice and they last a long time. But this week, guys, we're going to talk about piggybacking off of what we talked about last week. Now, I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna try to stay on what I'm supposed to be talking about, because my midweek points, I be trying to just keep you guys in the game. And I call it Work It Wednesdays because I need y'all to stop talking about what you want to do. And I need you to actually do it. Okay. I need you to actually do it. Ellen T, this Latrice? No, that's Trish. You got lights, you selling them, girl. Hit me up on, I need to know about that. Hey, Maria, how you doing? All right, guys, so let me get, for the other ladies that's watching, let me get to the content. But guys, I love my moments of when I'm not podcasting, because I could say what I want. But when I'm podcasting, guys, I got to stay streamlined and really stay on cue of what it is I'm talking about and keep it short. And mention podcast. Who caught the podcast last night? Oh, you got them for rental. Who caught the podcast last night? I'm trying to tell you, I released a new podcast yesterday, and it was for y'all that's looking for your next client. If you're lacking, or you got a low, not a lot of clients in the draping game, guys, I don't know. I don't even know why. I'm just gonna say I don't know why. I just think it's something that you're missing it, because people are out here requesting. Baby, I'm trying to tell you, we put out at least 10 pictures a week. We put out 10 pictures a week, and I guarantee you almost 7 of them at least get picked up, or the other 3, 9 times 10, they caught it too late and they didn't miss the opportunity. So I don't know what you guys are doing wrong, but last night, one of the podcasts was talking about how you can easily find your next client. And y'all know for the past month or so, I've been talking heavily about podcasts. I meant about partnering. So go check out the podcast if you have not seen it. Keisha saw it. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it, girl. But guys, this week I want to talk about the big monster in the room, the elephant in the room, which is really doubt, right? It's about fear. A lot of you guys, when I ask my questions, like what's holding y'all back, what's stopping y'all, why y'all ain't out there hitting the ground, running it and gunning it. And there's a lot of you guys say it's fear. You like confidence, you procrastinate, you do all these things. And guess what? I get it. Because believe it or not, the people you watch every day, and you, whether you envious or whether if you're inspired, whatever it is, guess what? They deal with it too. So don't let them people tell you that they don't, because they do. Because that little voice, it whispers all kinds of things, right? It whispers all kinds of things in your head and your core and your soul, because that's what it is designed to do. And the main thing you're thinking about, you be wanting to do something, because I be wanting to do something sometimes, y'all too. And that little voice be like, well, what if it go wrong? What if it don't go good? What if nobody want it? What if nobody buy it? Right? What if you fail? Somebody said this the other week. What if I fail? Baby, what if you fly? I'm just saying, you got to turn that thing around and say something different. I'm trying to tell you. But at the end of the day, guys, one thing I want y'all to realize, I heard it too. And it's not like you hear it, then you overcome it and you never hear it again. It creeps up. No matter what's happening, it tends to creep up, because we're humans and that is how we are designed. But baby, let me tell you, at the end of the day, fear, you can have it, and I'm always have it, because I'm the thugged out scaredy cat. That's just who I am. Because fear is that thing. It happens, right? But I've learned how to manage it, or kind of how to turn it around is what I probably would say is how to turn it around. I think I've been successful in turning fear around from things I wanted to do in all areas, except being super honest. Deep water and high heights. I'm trying to tell you, deep water, I ain't going out there. We went to the beach for, I don't know, last week and the week before. Baby, you couldn't get me past. If I can't stand up in that thing, I ain't going. So that kind of stuff, baby, I ain't that. I ain't that full of faith. I'm trying to tell you. And when it comes to high heights, when I jump off that thing and I ain't got no parachute on, if it's realistic and then we being literal, I ain't doing it. But if we talking about taking a jump, taking a leap of faith, I'm all in. I'm going out. I'm out there. Right? So this week, guys, I'm trying to tell you, that's what it's all about. That's what I want you guys to focus on. Sunshine, say you right. You talking to me. I'm trying to tell you because it happens, right? But sometimes you need people like me who's going to be on your shoulder when you're battling. You don't know what decision you're going to make today. You don't know if you're going to listen to Evel Knievel or you're going to listen to your fairy godmother. You don't know. But I'm trying to tell you. I come in here your midday week because I always want you guys to lean in towards the positive. I always want you guys to lean in towards what it could look like and what it could be if you decide to let this fear just let it show up, because it's going to show up. But if you handle it differently, right? Last week, guys, we talked all about shifting from doubt to confidence. That's what I talked about last week. But this week, I really want to talk about, and I want you guys to think about really what's holding you back. Some of y'all lying to yourself. Some of you guys is really lying to yourself. And y'all think it's one thing or you're saying it's one thing and it's really not. It's something totally different. And that difference is you. You're doing all of this. Well, it's because I ain't got this. It was because they did that. It was because I'm not here. It's because. Right after because, say I. Say because I. Repeat after me. Put it in the comments. Say because I decided to do or not do, because I decide to think or not think, because I decide not to lean in what I already know to be true. I ain't even gonna preach y'all today. I ain't gonna do it. Hold on. I ain't even gonna do it. Cause I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I ain't even had that energy today. I just said I'm still gonna come in here because baby, I'm slinging and I am slanging and banging today. We got maybe 20, 30 orders left that I got to push out of here. So that's where I'm at. That's why I'm looking all glossy. I'm trying to tell you. Trish, don't laugh. And I'm drinking my flavor water. I'm still drinking my flavor water. Today I got black cherry. So today's broadcast is brought to you by Psych I'm Playing. Baby, you would think that they would want to send me something, but this is not a sponsored video. So let's move on along. You guys, where y'all at anyway? Where y'all watching me from? It's because of come, Deirdre, come on now. Come, Keisha, come. Oh my God, come on now. Maria, come on. Because the first step, I'm trying to tell you guys, one of my biggest healing, my biggest changes, shifts, no matter what has happened, it all stemmed from taking accountability. Once I started doing that, I don't care what's happening. I always look at, but baby, every time I come here, I got something to share because I'm always listening. I'm always learning. I'm always just trying to expand my knowledge. So I was hearing, it wasn't today, it was yesterday. I don't even remember who this young man was, but it hit. Y'all know how I show up every week. I'm like, something hit and it just landed again. And they were saying, I'm trying to remember who it was, and I can't remember who it was. And he was saying, it's only two things you can control, right? And I was like, what is it? The one, he was like planning for the thing unknown, something like that. And I was like, okay, I get it. I like it. And the other thing was responding to when the thing happened. I know who it was. It was, I don't even know his last name, but it was that Pastor Keon guy. And I don't know how it just popped up on my feed. The other thing he said was being able to control how you respond to things. And once I heard that, and I heard this a few years ago, and it changed everything. I cannot control what's happening around me, right? I can't control it. I can't control what people say. I can't control if people like me. I can't control if people love me. I can't control none of that. But what I can control is how I respond to it. Yes, thank you, Sunshine. See, I love y'all. Y'all know the girl memory is slipping. Y'all got to keep me intact. Y'all got to keep me intact. So that's the thing, right? I was like, when I learned that and to hear it again yesterday, it was like I heard it exactly when I needed to hear it. Because I'm trying to tell you, life be lifing for everybody. Sometimes y'all think it's just all y'all, and it's not. Life be lifing. But when I look at how I responded to how people showed up or didn't show up or did for me or didn't do for me or whatever it was, I was like, a lot of the things played out how it played out because how I responded to it, right? I told you, I'm real truthful with you guys. I told you I was a mad woman. Like, don't piss me off. But now it's like I'm taking more time to just really take ownership of what's happening. Like, why do I feel this way? And then also look at how am I contributing to the issue, or how am I contributing to the situation? It may not even be an issue. It may just be a situation you got to remove yourself from, baby. That situation may not be for you. It could be a job. you walking there unhappy every day. Like, well, baby, what could you do to change? I know you got the light bill and the rent, the mortgage. I know all that is happening, but guess what? It's more than one way to skin a cat. I'm trying to tell you. Did you say this is me all day? Do I want to be the thermostat or do I want to be the controller? I'm trying to tell you, you guys are so powerful. Ramona, come with it. You guys are so powerful and you don't realize it and you don't live in your truth. A lot of people ask me, Precious, how do you do this? How do you do that? And I'm like, because I just realized who I am and I realize who I am not. And I am okay with both of them. Both. Somebody put in the comments, both. I forgot how to spell it. How, I think it was Shannon Sharp. I can't remember. But both of them. I am cool with both of them. I love both of them. Whoever I am not, guess what? If it's something I desire to be, I just got to practice at it. That's it. I just got to practice at it. I could be anything and anyone I want to be. However, I got to show up and I got to perform and I got to do the work. Guys, you can too. You can be anything and anyone you want to be. I don't care what it is. If you've seen it like actually happen, then you could be it. Come on, Teresa. Oh my God. All right. So guys, let me get into it. Y'all know how I be. Y'all know how I be. Main thing, I like talking about these kind of topics because for one, I never want to be that person. I don't care how much money I made. I don't care what platforms you guys see me on. I don't care what kind of moves y'all see me making. At the end of the day, I'm still freaking human. And at the end of the day, I am still you and you are still me. It's just maybe you have not achieved what I have achieved as of yet. But if you keep listening to me, you will. If you implement the things I share, you will, because that ain't coming from Google. That's coming from the daggone blueprint that I know and that has been proven to work for my success. I can't talk about nobody else's because I don't know this. But mine, I come in here and share it with y'all all the time. And the main thing why I love sharing with you guys is because I know where you were. I know where you are. Because this is where I were. And when I was there, I was straddling the fence. You know, 1 minute I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be boss CEO, boom, boom, boom. And then the next minute, everything hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, who do you think you is? Like, why you shouldn't be doing this? Nobody gonna do this. Nobody gonna believe you. Nobody gonna, they go to chatter. So it's like, I know what it feels like to sit in that space, but I also come here to talk to y'all. You wanna know why? Because it don't change. You think I don't hear chatter? You think I don't hear chatter? I'm not going to sit here and tell you, yeah, life is great. And I am just, life is great. I can't complain about that. I ain't going to lie, y'all. I just got finished making a sandwich for my baby, lunch tomorrow. I played in the garden a little bit. I packed a couple orders that I don't got to leave the house. And I still live a very healthy and fruitful lifestyle. So I have nothing to complain about. However, there are times when doubt shows up, the very thing we talking about tonight. But you got to remind yourself, I think it's number 3 that I wrote down. I'm going to tell y'all when I get to these steps, but you got to remind yourself who you are and what you're capable of and think of why you're not doing the work. Sometimes y'all need to put your daggone phone down. You spend too much time in the phone and you're not being productive. You're in the phone scrolling what everybody else doing. You're in the phone scrolling everybody else's success instead of working on your own. I'm going to leave that one right there because baby. Wait a minute. Ramona. Live in your truth. Make the change to live the change you want. I'm trying to tell you. Did you say, I see that. Do you know what I'm saying? Is your, oh, did I say that a lot? I be trying to figure out, do people get it? I know for one, I talk fast. And for two, I talk a lot. So I even do this in my programs, y'all. I do this with everybody because I be saying stuff and sometimes it fly over people's head and I be like, will it back, Precious? So I be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you get it? You picking up what I'm putting down? That's, I don't know. That's from the street. You know what I'm saying? She say, I got you saying it, baby. I'm trying to tell you because that's just how I be feeling. Ramona say, you are the real deal, Holyfield. Baby, that's all I know. I'm trying to tell you guys. That's all I know. Sunshine say, I had to stop scrolling and help me not to. Guys, it's that's like, I get it because it's just, that's how today's world is, right? It's really fast paced. And we can't just talk about, stopping our potential clients, like stopping them in their tracks and all. We got to learn to be disciplined because we do the same thing. Baby, I had to put a whole app on my phone because I will find myself going down a rabbit hole. And in the morning, I'm telling myself, you're going to go down, you're going to do the scrolling because you're getting ideas. But baby, I'm trying to tell you, if you ain't disciplined enough, you could go. Sometimes I be like, I forgot why I even picked my daggone phone up. I ain't got no daggone ideas, and an hour is gone. Who am I by myself? I'm trying to tell you, I had to put a whole app on my phone. Like, we ain't doing this today. I got to get my work done first. I got to be disciplined and realize what it is that I'm set here to do and do it by any means necessary. Them scrolling, that can happen when I'm, when I'm on my time, when I'm in the bathroom, when I'm, when I'm releasing some things, when I got free time. Tanisha, I can't with you today. She say just came on lunch break. Hey girl, hey, I'm trying to tell you. Pass around the offer basket. You got me pumped today. Baby, I didn't even get started in my thing. Ramona, let me stop playing with y'all. I can't. So Tanya, it's the same one I've been telling you guys. I still use the same app. It's called Opal, OPAL. There's a couple of them out there. I'm trying to tell you. Baby, that thing be blocking. I just put it in the chat. And it's free. That thing be blocking. You tell it to block. And for me, I tell it block all social media. And sometimes I forget that I'm on my block time. Like, I'm not supposed to be on social media from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. You want to know why? Because they my business hours. And in my business hour, I need to focus on running my business. But it don't happen all the time. I ain't gonna lie. But when I see me, I'm just dumb. My thumb, Lord, is hurting. I'm like, you've been moving that sucker a little too long. I'm like, Opal, activate. Opal, activate. Bam. And it do just like that. And you go to try and get in the app and they were like, nope, go sit down somewhere. It'll say something funny. But the first couple of times I wasn't used to it. And it would tell me this joke like, no, not today. It would say something. And I was like, I see you, Lord. I see you working. I see you working. And guys, you have to learn the discipline. I'm trying to tell you, it'll change your life. When I sit back and I reflect, and I see other people that could possibly, or maybe I think, because I don't know, people be lying, child. I'm trying to tell you. I think they're at a level that I desire to be. And I'm like, what are they doing different that I'm not doing? That's all I think about. I don't think about what they got. I don't think about none of that because I think I'm Superwoman. I think realistically, anything that's designed for me is going to come my way as long as I do the work, no matter what anyone else have going on. But I got to sit there and I got to reflect. And I think like, well, what is it that they're doing that maybe I'm not doing, or what is it? And the things that I see and the things that come to me, it's like, okay, they're the areas that I need to strengthen. So when I'm in my work hours, this is a whole business over here. It's not, don't call me after 6 o'clock. This is a whole business over here. When I am in my work hours, I am focused on how can I be more productive? How can I be a better server? How can I improve this? How can I improve that? Guys, it's going to take discipline. That was the one thing I realized that I didn't have. And I know that, I know I ain't got it. I know that's an area I need to work on. So I will put little things in place to help me get stronger with discipline. Am I already there yet? Absolutely not. When I tell you guys, the pressures I see in 2025 and 2026 and 2027, baby, that thing's so disciplined. If y'all think I'm somewhere now, I'm gonna leave that one alone. Let's get in here. Tanisha, I'm trying to tell you, that's all it takes, baby. See, I'm in this loopy world because I have a lifestyle that I never had. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I take advantage of it because I'm so used to, well, not now, but I was so used to hitting the alarm clock, going somewhere I didn't want to go, or having to do things I didn't want to do, but doing it out of obligation and just really just pouring out of an empty cup. So now that my cup is how it is, I just get loopy sometimes. For like the whole maybe first 2 years when I became a full-time entrepreneur, baby, I could not get out the bed before 11 o'clock. I used to tell y'all about it. I'm trying to tell you, it was so bad for me because I was really taking advantage of not having to get up and hit a clock to run someone else's business. But that also taught me bad habits. It took me maybe another year and a half. I think I'm just getting around really getting up at a good time, 5:30, 6 a.m. And I'm up, but I ain't active. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but I'm up. And guess what? I'm doing what I need to be doing for myself, for my mental, whatever it is, from 6 to 8, but I'm doing it from the bed. So I got to graduate to that person that get her tail up and go out and go to the gym or do. I ain't there yet. So y'all pray for your girl. Pray for your girl. But guys, at the end of the day, my main thing telling y'all is that we all have moments of self-doubt, right? I don't care if it's business. I don't care if it's personal. I don't care if it's in your marriage. I don't care if it's in your motherhood. Like at the end of the day, it shows up. And according to how you respond to it or how it really just reacts to whatever you have going on, then that can throw you off. Sometimes it throws me off. But these things that I'm gonna tell you guys about today, I shared one of them earlier. This is what helps me stay centered, right? This is what helps me stay centered. And sometimes when you're in that moment or when you're in that thing and you're doubting yourself, you gotta go. I tell y'all all the time, you gotta go tap into it. You gotta go find a surge. You gotta go find something that's bigger than you, stronger than you, but also believes in you. Because just because the surge is there, don't mean they're going to return the energy. Baby, I'm trying to tell you. Don't mean they gonna return the energy. Oh my God. She say, I'm in the right room. You speaking to me. Look forward to these lunch break minutes. I'm glad you're spending with me, Queen. Thank you. I appreciate you. So I'm gonna get to it because I know a lot of y'all probably is on lunch. Guys, I'm going to get into my talking points. If you feel as if, especially our creative friends, if you feel like our event creative friends can probably benefit out these 4 talking points that I'm about to hit you guys with today, I'm trying to tell you, you need to share this video. Just do me a favor and share it anyway. You don't know who is going to touch. You don't know who is going to, and you don't know who is going to inspire, and you don't know who's going to slide in your DM and say, thank you, Queen. Someone shared with me the other day. I didn't get a chance to watch it because I was doing something, but for one, they shared it with me. It was Danny. Danny sometimes is on my lives, and she helped people, newbies run podcasts and like start up their podcast. And she sent me a message the other day. But I don't know who it was, but it was a good message. And I was like 4 minutes in, I had to jump off, but she sent it to me. And I just was like, thank you, because you don't know where people are in their lives at any particular moment. And you don't know, like Tanisha, when you come in here on a lunch break, you was like, yeah, I needed to hear this today. Baby, somebody else needed to hear it. I'm trying to tell you. She said, God, my benefit. Y'all share this live for me. Share the live. This is what makes me want to keep coming on every Wednesday for Work It Wednesday, because you guys got work to do. Point number 1, I really want you guys to acknowledge your doubt with no shame. I get on here and I am very transparent with you guys because I want you guys to see it's people that reach 7 figures. It's people I talk to that's, I ain't at 8-figure land yet, baby, but I will be. All I got to do is keep on and 10x what I'm doing. I'm trying to tell you, it's people at all levels and all stages of life that go through the same thing. You got to acknowledge it without feeling shameful. I do not feel any kind of way that doubt still to this level creeps up in my soul and in my spine. At the end of the day, you want to keep it real. Can we keep it real? Can we keep it real? Because at the end of the day, oh, you want to know what? I just heard it, Deirdre. At the end of the day was one I used to say all the time. And Alicia used to help me with that, trying to say ultimately, baby, it ain't work. I've been saying that thing 38 years, or maybe, I don't know, 34. It ain't work. So I didn't realize I say those 2 things a lot, extremely a lot. But I really want you to think about, if you're just starting out, I don't care if you're just getting in it. A lot of you guys get on my live, or a lot of you guys join my group, and you do express that you just getting in, you don't know where to get started. You're still, even the people you aspire to be, and you look at every day showing up, doing big things, guess what? Doubt creeps into them too. I'm trying to tell you. And that the main thing is, I want you to realize no matter what level you get to, it's okay. That's a part of being human. The problem realistically has nothing to do with the doubt itself, right? I told you guys earlier, when Keon left that, but he didn't leave it, but when he shared it, or when somebody shared it and it landed on when I needed to hear it at that moment. It's funny because this is what I didn't know. This is what I would be talking about the very next day. It's all about how you respond to the doubt, because it's going to be there. It's like a fork in the road. You could go ahead and lean into it and have it alter how you operate and have it shut you down. And now you ain't showing up because now you're like, oh no, I ain't as good as them. So what? Who cares? The main thing is you're the main person that shouldn't care, right? You're the main person that shouldn't care. So how you guys respond to it is everything else is going to play out after that, right? If you respond to it and just kind of battle it and know that it's there, but accept it, and then try and change the things that you don't like or whatever it is, then of course you're going to see a change, a difference. But if it's there and you just go shut down and sit down and go back on the sideline, you can't be mad at nobody but you. I'm just trying to tell you, you can't. Hey, Marilyn, baby. Hey, Bonita. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, I just seen that name. She said, so Def said, Oval activate. I needed this ASAP. Come on. It works. I'm trying to tell you guys, it works. One thing I want you to do is I want you to start paying attention. I can't remember what year it was, guys, but I just remember events. I don't remember time. I don't operate on time. I operate on events. I remember the event a couple years ago, and only thing I asked for going into the new year, I'm not the what y'all call them. I'm gonna make my 10 whatever y'all make for the new year. Rituals, I don't know what they call, but those things I don't make them. I just go into the 1 year. And I'm asking for this one thing because realistically, I can only focus on one thing. I can only focus on one thing for me to learn to be stronger and disciplined in that area. And 1 year, the biggest thing for me was awareness, right? I think it was 2022, 2021. I'm not too sure. But that was all I needed. I needed to be aware of the things that were around me. I needed to be aware of myself. And this is how I started learning resolution. Thank you, D. Jesus Christ. Y'all like, she the most forgetful young old person on the planet. Yes, sir. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. And then that was the one thing, right? Because I was like, but sometimes when you don't raise your level of vibration high enough, everything could still be happening, but if you're not aware of it, because it's just not there. So I went into this year asking for awareness, and that was the only thing I needed. I felt like I needed for me to get better in areas that I was weak. And guys, it has happened. I didn't say I mastered it, but it has happened because in that year, I was learning really who I was. Now, y'all say, people say, yeah, the 20s is when you live, the 30s is when you learn who you is. Baby, I ain't learned who I was in the 30s. I was operating on what they call it, autopilot. I was operating on autopilot. I just was doing what I knew I had to do, and I wasn't figuring out nothing. I started figuring out me in my 40s. And that year when I asked for awareness, I was like, it just was like an awakening. I was like, oh, so this is not, so this is why I respond this way. Oh, so you mean to tell me this is the reason why I don't like doing this? Guys, it was so, I can't explain it. It just was like the whole experience. So I want you guys to start paying attention to when is it that you're feeling doubt. Write that sucker down. I'm trying, come on, Tanisha, 40. That's when, baby, that's when it hit. Realistically, it started hitting around 38, but 40, it was like that. Woo, it came full circle. So I think 38 to 40 is when I was kind of learning who I was, right? But when 40 came, baby, I loved every ounce of me. I was like, oh, she that girl. Oh, she that girl. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is what I did. I want you to write it down. Y'all, some of you guys are familiar with my wall. So when I was building my wall, I started out with a really little, like a plastic wall. Not wall, but the little board thing. And my dreams just got bigger. And I'm like, I need more space. So that's why my whole wall is my dry erase board. So when I was coming up with these thoughts or these feelings, and I couldn't quite understand why I was feeling that way, I would write it down. And I would write down what it was I was feeling. And realistically, as I learned myself later, what I thought I was feeling, I was all wrong. I had it all wrong. I wasn't even feeling it. I thought I was, because that was the only thing I knew how to identify it by. But baby, it was totally different. So what I would do, I would write it down, right? And I learned how to, I don't even remember what book this was, but it helped me change my vocabulary, and it helped me change how I respond to things and how I view things and how I have the power to change it if I choose to, right? So if I'm saying I am not good enough or no one will buy, if I'm saying that to myself, right, I'm maybe coming up with something, I'm like, nobody gonna buy this. And I write it down and I'm like, well, why do I think no one will buy this or whatever that was? And I would have all these sticks pointing to all this stuff. And then I had to learn to change what it was I was telling myself. I'm telling myself nobody gonna buy it before I even put a sale sign on it. I'm trying to tell you. Things I used to tell myself played me out of position so many times. And then when I sit here and tell you guys, as many times as I was mad at other people, because I'm like, they played me out of position. It started with me. Because if I knew who I was and whose I was and what I was capable and possible of, they'd have never even had the opportunity like they don't today. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Alicia say I'm almost 60 and just tapping into who I really am. And it's so beautiful. The sad part is so many people end up leaving this here place, this beautiful place, and never get a chance to feel that or discover that. So the minute I discovered it, and I'm still discovering, like I'm still on this journey, right? Like every day I learn something about myself. I'm like, oh, you still a little crazy. Hey, oh, okay, hold on. I'm still in healing. I ain't healed. I'm still in healing. I'm trying to tell you. Okay, Tanisha, I love you, boo. So, guys, it's so beautiful when you start to really tap into who you are and figuring out where is these things coming from. And then I started realizing that most of it came from my childhood. Almost all of it came from my childhood, or just learned behavior, right? Or things that I was told that I sat here and allowed people to have power over me just because I played into it. I believed it. Like I'm trying to tell you, people be trying to tell me stuff. I'll be like, who are they talking to? Like Bella, I don't know. Like, I don't know who she talking to. She knows I'm on this line. Who's she talking to? So when you guys have that sense of self-awareness and that sense of knowing how valuable you are, the conversations are different. Your relationships with people are different. And it makes all the difference in your entire existence. Number two. I talk about this a lot because it shows up. Y'all selling services and y'all selling products. Guys, you're not going to be able to do that successfully. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to put my little tabs up here for y'all. You're not going to be able to do that successfully. You done? You're not going to be able to do that successfully without the confidence, guys. There's no way you can tell me that I need your service or your product if you don't even know why I need it. If you can't even persuade me like what it is, like why do I need it? If I'm sitting here looking at you like, well, what's in it for me? And you can't tell me, and you can't tell me in a confident way, baby, I'm not buying it. I don't care what it is. I'm going to go find somebody else that got the same thing or something similar. And they have the confidence though, because when you're selling services, guys, you're selling a promise. And if you can't deliver, if you can't pitch your promise in a confident manner, baby, don't come across nobody slick like me. I'm trying to tell you every time. It ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. I'm sorry. I know, Deborah. I know you like the things. I'm sorry. I be forgetting about the banners, y'all. So the first one was acknowledge your doubt with no shame. Don't be shameful. If you feel it, okay, own it. Say it. But figure out where's it coming from. Because I believe at this level in life, everything is figure outable. Everything is figure outable. Everything is fixable. That's just what I believe. And that's just my truth. But the confidence, guys, you have to have the confidence and realize, guess what? Confidence, it's a skill. I don't know why some people like, well, where you get that confidence from? Baby, I had to learn that thing. I didn't come out the womb like, yeah, here I is. Hello, world. I know some people do. It wasn't me. It's not a trait. You got to learn that thing, and you can. But how do you learn? How do you learn confidence? Girl, Teresa, I don't know what to do with you, girl. Teresa, I don't know what to do with you. I just remember you being in classes before, and your desire was there, but you wasn't certain and you wasn't sure that, people was going to be able to book you, or you was going to be able to raise your prices, and you was going to be able to do this, and you was going to be able to. I'm like, Teresa, get it together. And look at you now, girl. Look at you now. I'm trying to tell you, confidence is not something you guys are born with. If y'all was, then y'all lucky. I wasn't. I had to really build my confidence. And how did I build my confidence? By doing. When people look and say, well, how could you just get on the live and you just do this, or you just go and you go and you go? But look how many lives I had before that flopped. Or I'm sitting there with imposter syndrome, or I'm sitting there trying to play a character that I ain't even me. I say ain't, can't, do, shoot, chew, Doug. I say all that. But I was trying so hard to not say it. And it came off as if I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that is. Like, I can't even watch my lives from 4 or 5 years ago because I don't know her. I watch it to get context and to really talk strong about what I talk about when I say people show up with imposter syndrome. But the me today, baby, I could sit there and watch myself all morning as if She my friend. I'm like, that girl is funny. I be looking like I don't even know who this person is. I be like, I'm gonna meet her one day. It be feeling so funny because it's me. But I watch it because I love who I am, that in love with who I am. I am that in love with who I become. Main thing is you got to step out and try something new. Some of you guys are too locked into being safe and playing it safe. And I get it. I get it. I get it. That's why I be coming here to try and push y'all off the daggone ledge. Like, get out there and live a little. It's a whole world out there. You got to push behind them, but push past them four walls you keep living behind. I'm trying to, and don't be afraid that whatever you got to leave behind, baby, if it's for you, it's going to come. If it ain't, it's time to let it go. And if it was for you, maybe it'll come back later. But for right now, you got to go on a solo mission to figure out who you are and what you're supposed to do and why you are even here. Y'all ain't going to get it, though. Who am I talking to down there in the comments? Let me... Sunshine say, push me. I'm trying to tell you. It's a whole different ball game when your confidence is at a level it should be at, and when you just really feel it within yourself and you're not trying to fake it till you make it. Because people, it comes off, right? It comes off no matter what you're doing. If you really aren't confident, that's how it's going to come off. And Keisha, I love it. Sometimes you can be overconfident, right? But some that works for some people. That works for some people. I don't know where on the pendulum I am, and I don't really care if some people call me cocky, some people call me confident. I don't really care. I just know I'm in love with who I am. I know I ain't gonna let nobody play me out position. I know I ain't gonna let nobody shortchange me. I know I ain't gonna let nobody and allow nobody to treat me in a way that I'm not going to treat them. So however that shows up for them, they got to deal with that, not me. They got to deal with that, right? I'm just saying I need y'all to stand on business. Stop playing around. Stop playing around with your brand, with your business, and with yourself. I'm trying to tell you, I'm standing here today, guys, and I am confident today. But that's today. That wasn't a couple of years ago, right? But how did that happen? You guys seen my entire journey. Some of y'all, I took steps. I took a lot of steps. I jumped out a lot of planes with no parachute. I did. Phyllis, don't do it. Phyllis say, we going to change your name to Preaching Precious. You are so right. Babe, I just be feeling them. And I'm trying to tell you, sometimes I don't do the live thing because I know I just receive these downloads and some people don't be wanting to hear. But I don't care because y'all need to be told. I think sometimes it's too much fluff on the internet and people want to play it safe and tell y'all, don't worry about it, baby. It's all right. You got time. No, you don't. Get in the game. Get in the game. I'm trying to tell you because things is moving. Every time if I sit still, baby, I can't even stand. I can't even take an hour to have a thought. Something didn't change. I'm like, damn, what happened? I just went over here to have a cup of coffee and marinate on my thoughts. Something didn't change. You got to move. Keeping it real is better understood. Yes, she said, tell me. I'm trying to tell you. That's all I know, right? I have no filter. And the reason being I'm so passionate about it now is because me implementing the things I've learned is how I am at a level that a lot of you guys desire to be at. I ain't no special person. Some of y'all then came out of silver spoons and all that. She didn't. Y'all already know the story. But if I could sit there and make multiple changes and grand leaps and bounds and all of this good stuff, and only did it by taking a chance or really acting and moving, what's the difference with you? I had the same thing. Mother of 3, single mom. Working. I was working multiple jobs, right? I had the same thing. No money. But I did not let that be my story. Even when people ask me about the day or like people we want you to come in and they always want to hear I'm not the one in them rooms. They always want to hear the rags to riches story. I'm like, yeah, that is my story, but you ain't going to have me sit here and talk about that. Like that's all I have. I want to focus on changing the narrative. Everybody have a story. That just happened to be mine. But I want to hear the story now. I get filled up in what is happening now. I get it. That's where you come from. Okay, good. Yes. But what's going on now? Are you letting that hinder you and hold you back? Are you still holding on to those, whatever it was? I didn't have this. I didn't have, baby, that you don't hear me saying that. That's not what I talk about. I talk about the work I had to do to become the person I am today, because she is not the person that I was 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago. She is not. But that took work. That's why this is called Work It Wednesday, because I want y'all to do the work. It takes work. Sometimes you got to work on yourself. Sometimes you got to work on your relationships. Sometimes you got to work on your behavior. Sometimes you got to work on your habits. Sometimes you got to work on your spiritual. You got to work. Live for the now. Tanya, come on with it. Come on with it. That's called being nosy. Let go of the past and make it better. I can't with y'all today. I can't. Let me get it here. Main thing, number 2. Brenda, did you get it? Deborah, did you get it? Number 2, confidence is a skill. It's not a trait, guys. Main thing I want you guys to understand. If you are really waiting to feel confident in this thing and you waiting to have it all together and like, yeah, I'm going to go out there. Guys, I'm trying to tell you, I meet with my I meet with my clients. I meet with my draping instructors. I meet with my mentees every week. And if they sitting there saying I ain't got it together, baby, I'm pushing. Because that can't be the story. You're not going to enhance it. You're not going to perfect it. You're not going to master it until you actually do. That's how you build confidence. I am not afraid to put something out there that people don't like. Okay, so let's go back to ground zero. Let's try it again. I still got time left here. And I don't want to waste my time trying to enhance something and I'm doing all this thing and trying to make it perfect. Then I put it out there and they still don't want it. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm talking to somebody down there. I don't know who it is, but baby, I'm trying to tell you, you cannot wait around to feel confident. I really need you guys to take a big step. Really, I don't care if it's business or life, whatever it's going to be, right? I don't want you waiting around for it. Take the step and watch how your confidence just go. Teresa, you say your confidence on 1,000 now. You want to know why? Because you kept being consistent no matter if one person was on your live, no matter if nobody was on your live. And now what's happening? That's how it happens, right? You have to show the universe who you are and train and tell the universe how you need it to respond to you. When y'all sitting back there behind your phones, but you looking at everybody else, I'm trying to tell you, the universe ain't gonna give you nothing because you ain't demanding and commanding anything for yourself. You're filtering and you're pouring into someone else's desire. Yeah, everybody know I'm just looking for increasing my visibility. And if you're gonna sit here and watch me, you're helping me do that. But then let me help you by you get off this daggone live and you go do something for you. Go do something for your business, right? Go do something to help build your confidence and don't sit there and got to do it perfectly, right? Don't do it perfect. Just do it. Scared, do it. Ugly, do it. Afraid, just do it. Put behind, do it, whatever y'all want. Drop it down in the comments and tell somebody else. I'm trying to tell you. So put do it, whatever you want somebody to do it. Alone, just do it. Do it solo. Do it unknowingly. Taking my steps one at a time. I don't care if they one at a time, Deborah. I love it. Because at the end of the day, baby steps still equate to movement. What gets me is when people don't move at all and then sit and complain about what the situation looked like or how the situation is playing out. Like, realistically, what are you doing to change it? Come on, Teresa. She said, just do it. All right, so I'm going to number 3, guys. I'm going to number 3. Guys, I'm trying to tell you. This is why some of y'all on this live today. Number 3 is all about surrounding yourself with confidence boosters. People that's going to, I tell you all the time, get connected to a surge because sometimes we don't have it all the time to really pump ourselves up. Sometimes it just ain't in us to be our biggest cheerleader today. It's a couple times I've been on this live and I still come on here just waking up out of a sleep. I don't have the energy to pour out what I normally pour out. But guess what y'all do? Y'all pour into me. And then by the grace of God, boom, there it is. It's activated. It's activated. I'm trying to tell you, you have to surround yourself with confidence boosters, people that's really going to be your cheerleader, but that really want to see you win. Some people just doing it just for, you don't realize they got some ulterior motive in the background. Baby, I'm flipping up skirts and tablecloths. I'm like, what's under there? What you got? Because you got to be careful these days. You have to be careful, but definitely being able to shift from the doubt to confidence, you got to find your tribe. I got my tribe. I've had my tribe now for 7 years. I lean on my tribe. I serve my tribe. I honor my tribe. I talk about my tribe. I build things for my tribe. I operate from anything in my business with the Posh Academy is specifically for my tribe. I'm trying to tell you, you have to be able to surround yourself with people that's going to lift you up and remind you of who you are and how great you are. Because we don't feel that way all the time. I don't care what level of success that you're at. I don't care. I've seen it all. I'm like, oh, you just having conversations. And then you see somebody show up on. I'm like, oh, You just gonna sit there and lie like that? You just gonna sit there and lie to the people like that? Baby, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Man. Trish, you gotta wait a minute. What did I miss? Trish, did you say your podcast is loading? Just do it. Do it scared, ugly, insecure, intimidated, confused. I love it. Trish say CDI sisters keep me confident. Guys, we keep each other confident because we have rough weeks. Things be happening. Life be lifing. But being able to get onto a weekly call sometimes is a reminder. Yesterday's call was, I love yesterday's call. Sometimes even the lead of the program needs a reminder to continuously fight, continuously hunt, continuously to help and build out someone else's future. If y'all ain't got no community, I mean a real solid community, but y'all better tap into one. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I want you to really think about, this was something else also hit me. I don't even know how long ago I heard this, but when I heard it, it stuck. You want to understand, y'all got to know this. You got to know this. You got to know this, that you have to surround yourself with the people that's going to not only encourage you, but also challenge you to be better. And when that happens, is because sometimes other people see greatness in you that you don't see or you don't want to even admit in the moment. Guys, when I was back home, I was cool. I was comfortable, right? Everybody kept saying, I should be doing this. I should be doing that. I should be director. I'm like, baby, my job right now is to just be a mom. Everybody wanted me to not just settle for, because I guess they just saw how unfulfilled I was, especially like with work. I was like, this is it? Like $14? Like what? I like I got a big head. I don't got a big head for no reason. Like I got a big ass brain. It's a lot of information up there. It's a lot of knowledge. And I just felt like $14 an hour. I'm like, how you gonna do me like that? But I didn't know what was on the other side of being activated. I had to activate. So guys, you have to be able to surround yourself. At the time, I didn't want to hear it. It fell on deaf ears. But now when I look now, I was like, everybody's seen it. Everybody knew, right? Everybody already know your greatness, but not everybody really wants you to achieve and want you to tap into that level of your greatness. They don't. Some people will stay connected and not give you information because they need everything to stay right here where it's at. Because some people, and guess what? The beauty is some people don't even do it purposely. Some people hold you back and not even really doing it purposely. Selfishly, yes, but they doing it because they know, or as they're fearful that that's going to be the end, right? You're going to go. You're going to soar. And they may not be in alignment with that or ready to do that, whatever the case may be. So you got to stay here. Baby, I'm trying to tell you. Baby, y'all already know. Baby, I'm going. I'm going. You got to know that you are the average. When I heard this, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most of your time with. Baby, when I heard that, and I think I could have heard it previously, like years ago, but it really stuck when I was in transition. And then it no longer hurt as bad as it hurt at the time of the people I had to let go. It no longer hurt because just realizing that and then taking my internal audit, I'm like, this ain't where I want to be. And it's certainly ain't where I want to stay. And my desire just grew so big from that one statement. That one statement. I was like, this ain't it for me. And I was able to make the moves I needed to make and make the adjustments I needed to make. Did it still hurt? Of course. But did it hurt as deep as me thinking about what I had to do? No. But the minute I decided to bet on me and that I came first, it didn't hurt as bad. It didn't hurt as bad, or it wasn't as painful. Deborah said that's true. A lot of disappointments this past year. I've been working on a different group of people to surround myself with. 2 of my people moved to NC. Yes, like at the end of the day, that's one thing I've learned. And I am a relationship kind of person. Like if I have a friendship, we in there like swimwear. If I have a relationship or whatever, like that's just how I've always been. I am that loyal of a person, even if it's something that no longer serves me. But the minute I changed and I put me first, I used to be fearful of that because I left, right? But then the minute I started having healthy relationships with people that wasn't coming to Atlanta was scary because I have nobody here other than my stepmom, but I have nobody here. And I was like, I was not even realizing realistically, even being home, I didn't have nobody either. So that's going to sink into somebody later. But even being home, surrounded by all the family, I had nobody either. So coming here, I was like, realistically, what am I letting go of? Let's be real here. What am I letting go of? And then being able to build strong relationships, and these people not even in my city, but let me need something, right? Or let them need something. I had to learn that because I was really scared that wasn't going to happen. Like I've never known nothing like that. Like everybody I knew was in a, they was right there. A little 10-minute trip. Here I is. So guys, you have to realize that the people that you are around, the people that you spend your time with, think about it. Are they really pushing you toward greatness? Or if they really feeding you up with doubt? Think about it. Are they pushing you to greatness or are they feeding you up with doubt? I don't want to be around nobody that makes me have these feelings of doubt. Now, if they're being great and they kind of make me fearful or something like that, that's healthy. Y'all guys got to realize that is healthy. But it's only healthy if you know how to activate something within yourself to go get it. It's unhealthy when you sit around and you sulking like, oh, they doing great. I'm like, whatever they like. Baby, I ain't got time to do that. I'm like, what I need to do? Put me on. And if you ain't putting me on, baby, I'm putting myself out. Let me stop. But guys, I want y'all to really think about that, right? I really want you to think about that and think about the people that you're closely connected to, the people you talk to every day. How do they really make you feel? If it's people that, y'all in it and y'all got ideas and they pushing you for greatness and vice versa, you got to be pushing them too, though. You got to keep it a buck, push them too, though. Then that's a very healthy relationship, right? That's something you should continue on. But if you have some other feelings, I talked to some other, I'm trying to think, was this in my mentorship? I can't remember. But I remember talking to a young lady and she's in a partnership. And the person they're in a partnership in the business in our industry, one of my mentees. And the partner is not doing their work, right? But taking all of the accolades. And I'm like, oh no, ma'am. But like that's I can't get with stuff like that. I really can't get with stuff like that. So it's time to make some changes. Guys, I've been soft mentioning Raising the Bar. I don't promote Raising the Bar like that because I like my small, intimate communities because it's deeper that way. I like it that way. But guys, our next meeting is tonight. And one focus that we have for September is podcasting. A lot of us is looking for broadening our visibility, getting eyeballs on our business and letting people realize what it is that we do, because a lot of us are in an untapped market or people don't know of what it is we do. So one of the challenges is podcasting, right? If you feel as if you don't even, one thing I don't want you to think you have to know or have to do, you got to know all the things. And no, you don't. You just got to know your business. You got to know what you do. And you got to be passionate enough to make people interested in what you do. If you feel as if podcasting is one of the ways that will help spread your visibility, I am going to offer you guys something super amazing tonight because our call is tonight. I just want you to try it. At the end of the day, one thing with me, I just want people to try it to realize if it's for them. If you think you need mentorship, if you think you need a blueprint, if you think you need a push, some accountability, then I just need you guys to text RTB, which is Raising the Bar, to 320-400 POSH. Just text that. I'm going to shoot you an amazing deal. That way, I just want you to try it out. I don't need you to buy anything. I don't need you to do nothing. I'll call this tonight, and I need you to see how I push my ladies. I need you to see how it happens when someone stands behind you that's committed and that is dedicated to your growth. Because some people will just pass you the blueprint, right? And they're like, all right, you're on your own. And guys, sometimes you just need, some of y'all already got the daggone blueprint. Realistically, y'all do. Some of you guys need just accountability portion. So if that is something you feel like you could benefit from, guys, just text RTB to 320-400 POSH. Y'all know POSH gonna be in everything. That's how we do it around here. Are you helping people get partnerships within you? We did that last month, Regina. So it's not that I'm helping. I give you the blueprint and how to do it. And you go help yourself. You just implement the things that I tell you to do. And Teresa, she's a prime example. She is a prime example. I don't know how many that you did. How many she did over the past couple of weeks. But the main thing is like, y'all got to get visible. Y'all around here talking about nobody spending nobody. Yes, they is, but they don't know you. And why do they not know who you are? It's a problem. So if you're looking to fix one of those problems, you can easily do it by joining. I don't even need you to join. I just want you to try it out. Because I don't like people in my programs unless they dedicated. Because if you don't do the work, baby, that ain't the space for you. I'm just trying to tell you, that ain't the space for you. So last one, guys, the last one. This is something we don't do often. I do it a lot. Is you have to take ownership of your success. I'm trying to tell you a major part to having the confidence and doing all this and doing all that is really realizing that you have the power to create your own success. I'm trying. Who was I talking to yesterday? Dang, I can't even remember it. I think it was in CDI. I can't remember, but that's right relative to what we was talking about. Like I no longer think about needing this or needing this kind of money. I don't care about none of that because I am so smart. All I got to do is think myself through a program or a solution. That's the main thing, right? It's like I can always make money on any given day. Why? Because I'm real clear on my solution and I know the people that need what I got. You have to be able to realize that you got the power to create your own success. Some of us want to leave it up to other people. You want to leave it up to other people for your business to thrive or for your business to sell or for your business to this. Baby, you got to get out there in the field sometimes and do it your daggone self to create the framework or to create your whole business model for people to follow. Some of y'all don't do it. And y'all hire these people and then it don't work out how you wanted to work out. And then you sitting there pointing a finger and I'm like, well, you a leader, right? You got to lead. Can't no one come in my business and manage my business without me leading them. I'm not even going to allow nobody to come in my business and try and shake some things up. And no, we ain't going to be able to do that because I already know, for one, I've tried it too many times. And for two, I am too knowledgeable in what I do. I'm too knowledgeable in who I serve. I'm too knowledgeable in my solution. I know too much about my business. So it's like you follow this blueprint that works. And now you let me go off and do what I do great. So you have to be able to realize you got the power to create your own success, right? No one's responsible for your journey but you. When you own that, everything else changes. I used to blame virtual assistants. I used to blame operations. I used to blame so many people until I realized I wasn't leading effectively. And I was just hiring and firing because I was looking for bodies because it was a lot of work. I'm looking for bodies. Now it's like, no, I am looking for team members. There's a difference. It's a total difference. Everybody takes stake in what's happening, right? Too often we let fear, we waiting for somebody else to really validate what we got going on. Validate yourself. You can't validate what I got going on. Baby, you ain't able to do it. I already received the word from the man above. That's why I'm on this journey, even though we wanting to get off this sucker sometimes because there's other stuff I want to do. But nah, I can't. I am on assignment. So this is where I'm at. I'm trying to tell you, if you really want to see your business grow, if you really want to step into the CEO that you know you are, you got to start making decisions that you are in control of your life. You're in control of your business and you are in control of your success. I'm trying to tell you. Come on, Teresa. Clang, 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 clang. I hope that answered Regina. She got 3 venues and 2 collaborations. All you got to do is follow a blueprint. I'm trying to tell you. It's so much opportunity out there. But if you don't know what to seek and how to position, then it's going to go right over you into somebody else. So guys, I'm trying to tell you, that's what the beauty of last month's partnerships was all about. But guys, I want you guys to realize at the end of the day, the takeaway for today's whole broadcast is so super simple. I want you to really understand that no matter what, no matter where you are, no matter what it is you're doing, doubt is going to show up. Somebody say doubt. Just put doubt. If you put doubt, then you know it's going to show up. Because when it do show up, I don't want you to be mad. You hear me? It's going to show up, right? But at the end of the day, you have everything already that you need to overcome it. I haven't came on here and told you about no superpowers I got to overcome any doubt that I have or that will come up or that does come up. Thank y'all. There is no superpowers, right? At the end of the day, I said it again. At the end of the day, confidence is built. It's not given. I need you guys to go out there today, tomorrow, whatever, the rest of the week. Go out there, put some respect on your name. Stop asking or stop expecting people to just show up at your doorstep. It ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. I believe in you. So many other people on this thread believe in you. Some people don't, and that's fine. Don't pay them no mind. But right now, I just need y'all to take a step. At the end of the day, take a step, send an email, send a DM, Look up and down the timeline and stop scrolling and being nosy on what everybody else got going on and start making decisions and strategies and how you're going to grow. But then only give yourself 10 minutes. I'm trying to tell you, don't take longer than that because you'll fall down a rabbit hole. I'm trying to tell you, I'll be doing it. I'll be just on my timeline like, oh yeah, I want to work with them. All right, I put them on my sheet. Oh yeah, I want to work with them. All right, I put them on my sheet. These are people I'm going to reach out to because I want to see what the opportunity is. But then if I'm going and I'm like, I don't see nobody else. All right, time. That session is over. It's over, right? Because now I gotta run back to the business that pays me. So I'm trying to tell you guys, if you feel that you need mentorship, a blueprint, and a push, just comment RTB to 32400 Posh. Our next meeting is tonight at 8:00. Even if you miss it, you could catch the replay. There is no charge. I just want you to see. I want you to try it out. What it would feel like if you are on a call where you're doing something and it's geared to really what it is that you want to do, right? Really what you want to do. Tonight's session, I'm trying to tell you, not tonight. I'm so used to going live at nighttime and my window's closed, so it feels like it's nighttime. But this session, guys, this session, Work It Wednesday, like any kind of fire up under y'all, or I just was rambling. If it lit some fire under anybody, even over here, if somebody's still over, oh, y'all still over here. Hey, Jackie. If it lit some fire, hey, Classy Creations, I need to see a fire emoji. Let me see a fire emoji in the comments because next week, guys, guess what? Come on, Tanya. I love it. Next week, guys, I'm going to gear up all the way, guys, because next week talking about money, right? Next week we talking about money. What I talked about last night? Oh no, the podcast was about landing your next client. But next week we talking about money, right? Because with October, guys, can y'all believe October's right around the corner? It's really time to really make sure your event design biz, your draping biz, whatever it is really cashing in before the year is out. This is the perfect time to start really getting all of those ideas of your holiday money, whatever it is. This is the perfect time. So I'm trying to tell you, next week we're talking about some quick cash strategies that you can do now to end September with a bang. I started September with a bang. And if you meet me next Wednesday, guys, you can end September with a bang. So guys, at the end of the day, if you're serious about making money and taking your business to the next level, you cannot miss next Wednesday's Work It Wednesday. I'm super excited about it. So guys, any questions? Trish, you must be on your phone. She say fire. I appreciate it. Any questions? Okay, guys. So if you don't have any questions, I am signing off. As always, this is your girl, Precious Stevens of the Posh Academy, who everybody calls the Draping Queen. Why? Because I make your draping look good. Catch me next week, guys. Wednesday for Work It Wednesday. If you're in my group, catch me Friday for our coffee chat. You know, our coffee chats be lit. This Friday at 12:00 noon, we're going to have a regular coffee chat. And until next week, Friday or next week, guys. Bye, guys.